What would you expect to see when you type the word Baba on Google? Let me ease your burden and answer that. You'll find that most of the results pertain to fake Babas. And it's not Google's fault. The growing number of fake and guilty godmen is responsible for this. So in this video, let's look at some of the Indian movies that feature fake gurus. Oh, and stick around till the end for a special mention. Before starting the list, subscribe to our channel. It encourages us to make more such content. You guys can pause the video to do that. I don't mind waiting. Now that you've done that, let's get to the list. Number 1. PK. When a humanoid alien lands in Rajasthan for research purposes, he loses the remote control to his spaceship. This leaves him stranded in the middle of the desert naked. While in Belgium, a Hindu girl falls in love with a Muslim boy. But their marriage is stopped due to the cultural differences. The heartbroken girl returns to Delhi. When the alien starts looking for his remote, his mission takes him to interesting places. And he meets new people. He also gets the name PK. What will happen when the alien crosses paths with the girl? PK is the highest grossing movie on the list, and it does owe a chunk of its success to its cast. But I want to talk about Saurabh Shukla's Tapaswiji, the godman who eventually comes into possession of the alien's remote. Tapaswi embodies all the traits of a fraudulent godman, from breaking up a marriage on basis of religion to convincing his followers that he can communicate with God. The highlight of the movie is the debate between PK and Tapaswi. The back and forth are thought-provoking to say the least. At number 2, Sadak 2. Arya is a rebellious daughter and denies to follow a self-proclaimed godman and believes that he is the reason behind her mother's death. However, her family seems to be devoted to him. She escapes the clutches of her family to avenge her mother. Along the way, she crosses paths with Ravi Verma, a taxi driver who's dealing with a loss of his own. Arya, along with Ravi and her boyfriend Vishal, embark upon the journey to avenge her mother. Sadak 2 may not have been the best release of 2020, but it certainly brought attention to an important issue: the exploitation of spiritual belief by rich and powerful, and some of the taboo practices within some of these spiritual organizations. Makarand Deshpande's portrayal of a godman is immaculate and will have an effect on the viewers despite poor characterization and lack of screen time. Although the movie criticizes godmen, the image of Shiva plays a very important role throughout the movie as a symbol of hope. At number 3, Trance. Viju is a struggling motivational speaker with a troubled and disturbing past. He also works as a waiter in a restaurant to make ends meet and provide for his unstable younger brother. Some days, Viju himself finds it hard to follow his own teachings. But his life changes when he meets a wealthy businessman who converts him to Christianity, renames him as Joshua Carlton, and finally grooms him as a pastor. Viju achieves incredible success when he mixes sermons with motivational speeches. Generally speaking, 2020 was not the best year for movies, but Trance is an exception. This psychological drama is worthy of its name, and a good chunk of the movie takes place in the trance state of Viju. The majority of the hilarious bits in the movie comes up during the sermons of Joshua Carlton. Every time Fahad Fazil shouts hallelujah, you will end up laughing at the followers who blindly believe him and follow his instructions without questioning his method. But the fun turns into a tragedy when the little girl loses her life due to her father's hasty beliefs, and you'll be amazed at how real to life these events actually are. Number 4, OMG. Kanji Lalji Mehta owns a shop that sells idols of Hindu gods and other related antiques. But Kanji himself is an atheist. He doesn't believe in blind worship and taunts people who believe in idol worship. But after an earthquake, only Kanji's shop is destroyed while the neighboring buildings remain unaffected. Kanji claims insurance but is rejected as the destruction was caused due to natural calamity and is classified as an act of God. He then files a case against God with God himself on his side. While OMG is not exclusively about godmen, it does feature fake godmen who try to fool people time and again and draw the masses to their evil clutches, wasting precious resources like money and even food for selfish and wicked causes. OMG also goes beyond exposing unethical religious organizations that rake in millions of tax-free rupees in the name of donation. Krishna, the god himself, played by Akshay Kumar, goes on to say that God doesn't live in idols but in every aspect of creation, and that he created everything but religion was created by man. At number 5, MSG, Messenger of God. Now, let's come back to the special mention that I had promised during the beginning of the video. I won't even try to explain the plot of this movie for 2 reasons. 1, I don't want to bore you guys, and 2, I couldn't even sit through the whole movie myself. The only reason I'm even mentioning this movie is due to the nature of this video. The purpose of this video is to mention movies which expose fake godmen. And I don't think any other movie on this list does this better than MSG. Which is ironic because it glorifies Ram Rahim Singh, but ends up exposing him. One look at the trailer will tell you that the person you're watching is no godman but an entertainer who doesn't know the difference between film and circus. Okay, let me stop myself before this turns into a roast. And make no mistake, I'm not even recommending this movie to you guys, so stay as far away from it as you can. And that was the list of 5 movies that expose fake godmen. If you liked the video, you know the drill. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Links are in the description below. Thank you guys. See you on Sunday.